Hello, Serge here from the Backyard Driving Range. We have I guess it's more of a comment and some thoughts from Robert Mead answering a question that someone else wrote in by the name of Neil. And Robert says, Neil, this may be the most important part of improvement that I only recently have gotten serious about. The mental side of mind concerning our game. He brings in another friend he blogs with on the site, and he says, Boog and I got on this subject as we both have been reading The 15th Club by Bob Rotella. That's Dr. Bob Rotella. He's a sports psychologist. All right? He went on to talk about some of the things in the book that we're talking about and studying, and he says, what I appreciated so far is that they encourage how to move from mechanical and physical swing thoughts to visualization and feel. This is in complete harmony with the feel the swing and swing the feel philosophy that the Surge talks about. Okay, thanks for bringing that up. We're going to talk about that today because, again, if you watch any of the golf tournaments, you hear them always talking about visualization. The player gets behind the ball, he visualizes himself walking in, setting up to the ball. Well, only after he's decided what club and what shot he's going to hit, because the visualization of him hitting it has to be the setup and the swing that's going to create the shot he wants to hit. And so they visualize themselves setting up and swinging and then impacting the ball, flying through the air and going where it's at, and ended up right near the flag where they would like it to go. I mean, and I guess maybe really in the hole, because that's what we all like to do, is hole it out, right? So visualization is important because it triggers the mind to send the nerves down through the nervous system to the muscles to move the way they're supposed to move. That's why, as I say, there's no such thing as muscle memory. It's mental memory. Until your mind knows what you want to do, it can't tell your muscles what to do. So the muscles don't learn anything. They don't have a brain. The muscles respond to the stimulation that the mind sends to them and how to move. All right? And that's where visualization comes in. And it's a really big issue in golf. Now, that might be great if you can visualize. I don't visualize. I've done a psychological test. The two parts of the brain that are active in visualization, mine are, I guess from the way they film them and everything else, mine are like shut down. They don't have much their activity. You can tell by whatever the color is. Mine doesn't have the active color. Mine has like a pretty much shut off color. I don't visualize. I sense everything in my mind in terms of just feel. Now, but you've never heard me really say that I'm a field player. That's one of the big things most I hear so many players say, I'm a field player. And usually when I see guys that really say that, I think it's kind of like an excuse that they don't have to think so much about their fundamentals. Everybody's a field player. You got to be a field player right from the second you walk in and start gripping the club. Because if the grip doesn't feel right in your hands, if your body isn't set up correctly, and that it doesn't feel correct, and all the way through, if all the setup features don't feel comfortable, and again, comfortable is a dangerous word because comfortable kind of implies I'm just kind of relaxed. Comfortable means correct. If they don't feel correct, then how can you make the right feeling golf swing to hit the shot you want to hit? Even if you can visualize. Now, I don't know if I'm a rarity in that I don't visualize well, but I certainly feel kind of well. I can't ever see a ball going through the air. I just kind of sense where it's going. All right? I can't see lines on the putting green like everybody says they can see the line to hit the putt down the line. I just don't see that. So I just read my line and try to hit it where it's supposed to go. So visualizing is great. Feeling is great. And it's transferring the visualization into feel so that you can you set up properly. You have the right feeling set up, so then now you can make the correct feeling swing. And that goes all the way from the driver all the way down to putting. In our putting video, the secret, Jack Moore said, if there is target, there can be no mechanics. If there's mechanics, there can be no target. And that is just another way of saying, when I take my practice swing and I walk into a golf shot and I've decided what shot I want to hit, and that means, what height am I going to start it at, the height I want it to be at, whether I'm hitting it dead straight, I'm going to try to draw it a little or cut it or whatever. Once I decide that and I walk in, I make my setup appropriate to that shot, I take my practice swing and maybe one or two. I always take low-level power swings. I mean, I'm 61 years old. I don't have a whole lot of power to just burn off because I want to make sure that I can make as good a swing on the 18th hole as I can as I do on the first hole in terms of energy and strength and everything else. So I'm conserving energy, but I'm making a good muscle tone swing, And when I get the swing I want, and the thing I'm always concentrating on is the finish. I get what I want. I walk into the ball, and I swing that field. So, mechanics are for the range. If you get in trouble on a golf course, secret number 5 says, if you hit a bad shot, what I do wrong? The answer is, who cares? Do the next one right. So you go right back to your fundamentals, which is what? Get into the correct setup, and then try to make the correct swing for the shot you want to hit. Feel the swing, swing the feel. And you're going to start playing a heck of a lot better golf. Leave the mechanics on the range. All right? Well, that's it for the Surge for today, and bringing more mental and physical awareness to your golf game. And again, swing the field, and you'll be hitting a lot better golf shots, more solid straight, and shooting those lower scores. Well, that's it for the Surge today, and I'll be talking to you all again soon.